So for today's item, I'm going to be showing you this thing which is also from Japan. I showed a Japanese finger puppet earlier. This one is actually not really for sale exactly. This was a prize for the Happy Kuji, which is happy lottery, I guess you'd call it, or happy draw. It's a thing in Japan where you could, I guess, go to a convenience store and essentially buy a ticket for various themed draws, lucky draws, and then you'd win a prize of some sort. Some of them would just be kind of not great, obviously, but other ones would be maybe a nicer figure or something like that. This is one of the higher end ones, although there was also one that had Jabba and Boba Fett, which I don't have. So anyway, they had a bunch of Star Wars figures that you could potentially win. I'll put up an image of them here just to give you an idea. The thing that really attracted me to this, though, is that this is a unique sculpt of Jabba that has never been released on a product before, which is nice. I don't really like it when they reuse the same sculpts over and over and over again. You just feel like they're not really putting their heart into the product. So here we have it says Figure Collection Prize Jabba the Hutt. This is number 10. And if we look on the back, there's just a bunch of sort of precautions and things in Japanese about handling, and not really anything too interesting, frankly. It does say Sunny Side Up is the company apparently that made this. Now, if we open this up, you can actually do that without harming the packaging in any way, which I do appreciate. And of course, being Japan, it's got multiple levels of packaging here. We have a little stand and the figure itself. So there he is. It's not the best sculpt or the best paint that I've ever seen in my life. It's a little weird. I mean, the face is nice. The hands seem a little weirdly cartoony to me, and of course they also have the extra finger, which is kind of it's a thing that Lucasfilm added for the later CGI versions of Jabba, but it's not in the original Return of the Jedi Jabba. He should have just basically three fingers and no thumb. This looks a little off to me, but they did get the tattoo there, and there's a fair amount of nice detail actually around the figure. On the bottom you can see his hole, which is actually for putting on the stand. Now, of course, this stand is completely unnecessary for this particular figure, but I guess because the other figures that they were selling also had stands, that they just put it in for consistency's sake, which is nice. I appreciate that. So let's go ahead and plop him on here. And there you go. He's actually fairly heavy, made of vinyl. And, it's not a bad color scheme. It reminds me, here's the little puppet that I showed you earlier. It's a very similar color scheme in terms of just the colors that they've chosen, and actually the application as well, because it's got some airbrushing as well. But yeah, that's about it for today. Let me know what you think of this, and we'll see you tomorrow or possibly the next day.